Hello everyone, Derek Sam Toys, and we are back with maybe an unboxing video. Maybe this might just be a review. I'm not exactly too sure how I plan this one out, because I do got a couple other figures on the way, so I don't know if I kind of want to just save this video, wait for it to kind of make it more of like an unboxing video, or if I'm just going to end up reviewing this figure right here, right now. I'm pretty excited to see what I got inside of here, as obviously I do know what the figure is. I just also don't know, well, for one, I don't know how I'm gonna open this box. I've never seen a box like this before. And second of all, I don't know if it's the normal or the chase that's in here. So we'll just have to find out, shall we? Alright, I found a way to get this damn thing open. I'm really excited. You guys have definitely seen the review of this man so far, but did we get the normal or did we get another chase? Hell yeah, we finally got the normal edition of Bron Breaker. Really excited to have this, and now that I know who it is and I know it's not the chase, we're gonna bust this bad boy open, and we're gonna get a nice little review out of this, shall we? Of course, gonna kind of take a quick second so I have my thumbnail shot, because when I do videos like this, I try to take like a picture of the package, either like after I got it out of the box, or I just video capture it after I've done recorded everything. Don't know why that took me a minute to get that out, but you know, this is really exciting, having the normal and the chase variant. I'll be honest, I did order this AJ Styles, and I think I ordered the Drew McIntyre from this set as well. I say I think on the Drew because I can't remember if I got that one or if it was like the Top Talents one. I don't know, I know I've got new versions of those guys coming, so you know, you can keep your eye out for that. And I would also like to try to get my hands on the Rick Steiner, maybe the Dakota Kai. I would pick up the Solo, but the Solo's very inaccurate, so we're not gonna do that. But before I keep on rambling, it's already almost been 3 minutes. Why don't I get this bad boy up out the plastic prison? Alrighty, now that we've got Big Boy Bron Breaker up out of the packaging, let's go over some of his accessories. Now, of course, he comes with 2 sets of interchangeable hands, one already on the figure, one inside of the packaging with the figure. He comes with a set of fist hands, so he could throw a couple of good jabs out there. He also comes with a set of mic holding hands, slash weapon holding hands, slash grappling hands, whatever you would like to call them. He's got those as well. But unlike the chase variant, this set is in black to match with the rest of his attire. Of course, the other accessory is also the exact same, with it being the new NXT 2.0 championship. And you know, honestly, I really don't dislike it. I just feel a little weirded out by having the little spurts of color in the background of the plates and stuff, but not the biggest ordeal, you know. I probably said that in the last review as well, but I don't know. I can't exactly remember, as I just got out of work. But of course, now that we've gone over the accessories, why don't we get some hands plugged back up into the Bron Breaker and finish up this review, shall we? Now that we've got hands plugged up into the Bron Breaker, of course, the Bron Breaker figure itself, ooh, that was a little stiff for whatever reason. The Bron Breaker figure itself, of course, not much different compared to the chase variant. Of course, we reviewed the chase here first, as that's actually what I got first, which is odd to think. You would think normally people would get the chase variant after they get the normal version. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I've never really gotten many chases before, if ever. I don't know if I own another like WWE Elite chase, and if I do, it beats me. I can't exactly remember off the top of my head. Kind of sad, but true. But yeah, there's not really too much differences between like the formulas here. Of course, you got the same exact head sculpt, same like attire preset, just of course he's got a little bit of a triangle square line pattern on this attire, and this one is just a bunch of Scott Steiner math. Just got a bunch of 8s, 6s, 5s, 9s, 7s, just got a bunch of random numbers up in there. It's pink, black. He's got white breaker going down the boots, unlike the Chase variant where it's got black breaker going down the boots. So yeah, that pretty neat little differences. Subtle, but they're there. Of course, besides the main like attire feature itself, I do respect the fact that they gave us like a version of Braun Breaker that has white wrist tape and one that has black. It just helps differ between the two, as a lot of Chase variants I feel are quite literally just like almost the same exact figure, but just little small differences in like the attires most of the time. Like the Boogeyman one used the same hands and all that kind of stuff, just a little bit of a different face paint. And I think that was realistically it. Maybe a little difference in the jeans, but there wasn't too much of a difference, you know what I mean? So it's nice to have those small little subtle differences, even if they're not huge. Now, maybe that all that stuff didn't mean too much to you. We'll kind of just break down some of the other stuff here real quick. As the tattoo decal looks really good on both figures, I'm happy that they look fairly similar. If anything, I think this one has like a little scuff mark next to it, but that's not the biggest ordeal. I don't know, maybe it's just me. It also kind of looks like it might be a tad bit shinier too, I don't know. Like I said, could just be a me thing, but it looks like it glistens a little bit more in the light, which not a big ordeal. Of course, two different figures technically, but just of the same dude within the same wave, and technically they're Chase variants of each other. Anyways, that might be a little bit of a tongue twister. And with that being said, I don't know. I don't think we really need to go over articulation. After all, if you watched the original review, I'm sure you're going to know that this moves just about the exact same way. If anything, maybe mine might move a little bit stiffer. So with that being said, I think we'll get these guys posed up into the final pose, and we'll go over the Braun Breaker. Alrighty, now that we've got this bad boy posed up, and it's kind of time to wrap up the review a little bit, I'll just throw in a nice little joke in there. I bet you guys have heard of Elf on a Shelf, right? But have you ever heard of Braun on a Breaker? Yeah, it was cheesy. I don't care. I thought it was funny. Anyway, this Braun Breaker, honestly, I really like the normal edition a little bit more than the Chase variant. Maybe some of you guys like the Chase variant a little bit better. Of course, that's why we all have opinions. Just kind of like how we all have assholes. But that's besides the point. The main reason why I like the original a little bit more than the Chase is because I personally like pink and blue. So those are like my go-to colors. So if I see someone in a pink attire, or if I see someone in a blue attire, it kind of gravitates me a little bit more into purchasing it. Now, of course, that's not always a end-all, be-all. It's not like I only collect wrestlers in blue attires and shit of that nature. So, either or is still really a good pickup, nonetheless, whether you like the pink attire a little bit more, or whether you like the yellow, purple, green, red, all those colors up there on the Chase variant. And with that being said, I can't exactly remember what I rated the other Braun Breaker, but I feel like he should get the same exact, numbers. If not, I don't know. I really shouldn't say it like that, because then I'm kind of forcing you guys to go watch the other Braun Breaker review, something you guys should totally do. But what am I going to rate this Braun? It is technically a different figure. I should give it its own rating, whether it does end up being the same, whether by exact or like a little slightly under or over. I'm gonna give him a good solid, we'll say a good solid 8.5 out of 10. I would give him a 9, but my personal gripe with mine, this only goes for mine, of course, is in the head sculpt. It looks like there's like a big black smudge right here on his forehead. And that kind of bugs me a little bit, plus the hairline does look a little wonky. Maybe that's just me though, I don't know. I'll probably end up using the Chase variant head, as that one didn't look as messed up, technically. Either way, both head scans are really good. That's just my little gripe, would be like the factory, like quality control. The head scan could have been painted up a little bit better, or however they do the true effects. Not exactly sure. Now, if I give them an 8.5 out of 10, what do I give them out of the star rating? Because, you know, we gotta do shit like Dave Meltzer around here. You know, prove the kind of marks we really are. I don't know, I think a good solid 3.5 out of 5 stars. Maybe, you know what, no, screw that. We'll say 4 out of 5 stars. Give them the good solid review there. All in all, really great figure. Definitely recommend picking this up if you can find it for cheap enough. I picked both of these up on Amazon for around the same exact price as each other. Got them both for 25 bucks a piece. Of course, you may not get as lucky, and you may not get the Chase variant on not just your first try, but let alone just get the Bron Chase in general. But if you're lucky like I am, maybe you'll get it within your first 2 purchases. I don't know though. Luck of the draw. Hopefully you'll get the one that you want. I wound up getting them both, so I'm really happy about that. Of course, just to answer a small little question that some of you may have, and I say some of you because it's probably like 2 of you, what would you have done if you got another Chase variant? Well, I guess I would have started my mock wrestling collection, because I still don't have one of those yet. Yeah, I think on that note, I need to shut the hell up. I need to go get prepared for the fun that's about to occur after I get done with this video, as if even if my cousin isn't here by that time, I plan on trying to get the rest of that PickFed episode worked up and finished out for you guys. I'm literally almost there, just making small little minor tweaks to it, and hopefully that should be out within the next few days. And speaking of that, just want to point out it will be a tad bit of a shorter episode for those of you who are not on Instagram. Hopefully I'll post this beforehand, like talking about the episode wise. Normally I post like 15 to 25 minute episodes, but this one, it's going to be about 11 minutes long in total, maybe a little bit over 11. But it really shouldn't be anything much more than that. I was going to try to like shoot for 15 minutes, but honestly I don't really see the sense. I think I have every match worked out storyline wise the way I want it to go, and the way I think y'all will enjoy it. Whether you do or you don't, I don't know, I can't please everybody. But on that note, if you like the video, please like the video. It does help out a little bit, especially with the number we are at. I want to say we're at 111 subscribers. Doing phenomenal on to the next goal, which is 150 subscribers. And honestly, you know, just would really appreciate it if you do end up liking the video. If you don't though, that's okay, no big deal. It's whatever, you know what I mean? But if you did end up liking the video, feel free to subscribe on top of that. You know, it is free to subscribe after all. And with that being said, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, feel free to follow me on Instagram. I know I've been lacking a little bit in the description. I'm putting the links in there and stuff like that. If need be, I will be trying to do that my next few days off. So my bad on that, but feel free to follow my Instagram. And I think on that note, we are out of here. Deuces, my dudes.